Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you've ever pulled a P2188 trouble code, system too rich at idle, bank 1, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into what this code means, why it pops up, and how you can fix it. It's essentially the opposite of the P2187 lean code we've talked about before. With P2188, your engine's computer is telling you that at idle, there's way too much fuel and not enough air in the fueler mixture for bank 1. This can lead to some pretty noticeable symptoms, like a rough or shaky idle, maybe even a strong smell of unburnt fuel coming from your exhaust. Your fuel economy will likely take a nosedive too. So, let's get into the diagnosis. First things first, what causes a rich condition at idle? Think about what controls fuel delivery when your foot is off the gas. The list of suspects can be long, but we can narrow it down. The most common culprits are leaking fuel injectors, a faulty fuel pressure regulator, or a malfunctioning oxygen sensor. It could also be issues with your mass airflow sensor, or even something less common like a problem with evap system's purge valve sticking open. The key is that this is happening on bank 1, which helps us focus our search. If your vehicle has a V6 or V8 engine, bank 1 is the side that contains cylinder number 1. For inline engines, there's only one bank, so it's a bit simpler. Now, let's talk about diagnosis. A good scan tool is your best friend here. You'll want to look at your live data, specifically the short-term and long-term fuel trims for bank 1 at idle. With a P2188, you'll see a significant negative number, often below -10%, which means the ECU is pulling fuel out to try and correct the rich condition. One of the best ways to check for a leaking fuel injector is to perform a fuel pressure leak-down test. You'll connect a fuel pressure gauge to the fuel rail, prime the system to build pressure, and then turn the engine off. Watch the gauge. The pressure should hold steady for at least 5 to 10 minutes. If it drops quickly, you likely have a leak. This could be the fuel pressure regulator, a line, or one or more injectors. To isolate the injectors, you might need to remove the fuel rail with the injectors still attached. Place some paper towels underneath them, and then prime the system again. If any of the paper towels get wet, you've found your leaky culprit. Another critical component to check is the oxygen sensor on bank 1. O2 sensors are responsible for measuring the amount of unburnt oxygen in the exhaust, which is how the ECU determines if the mixture is rich or lean. An old or failing O2 sensor can get lazy or biased, sending incorrect information. On your scan tool, watch the bank 1 sensor on voltage. A healthy sensor will fluctuate rapidly between about 0.1 and 0.9 volts. If it's stuck high, say around 0.8 or 0.9 volts, it's telling the ECU the system is rich, even if it isn't. But in our case, with a true rich condition, the sensor should be reading high. The trick is to determine if the sensor is reporting a real problem or if the sensor itself is the problem. You can sometimes introduce a vacuum leak intentionally and see if the sensor responds by dropping its voltage. If it stays high, the sensor is likely bad. Don't forget about the fuel pressure regulator. If it fails and allows too much pressure to build in the fuel rail, the injectors will spray more fuel than commanded, causing a rich condition across the board. But it might be more pronounced at idle. Check your vehicle's service manual for the correct fuel pressure specification at idle and compare it with your gauge reading. If it's too high, the regulator is a prime suspect. For some vehicles, the regulator is on the fuel rail, while for others, it's integrated into the fuel pump assembly inside the tank. So, let's move on to the repair. If you've identified a leaking fuel injector, the best course of action is to replace it. Some people opt for professional cleaning and servicing, which can work, but for a DIY job, replacement often provides more peace of mind. If you replace one, it's often a good idea to replace the whole set on that bank to ensure balanced performance. If your fuel pressure regulator is the problem, simply replace it with a new, quality part. And if you've diagnosed a faulty oxygen sensor, swap it out. Remember to use the correct sensor for the position upstream, and downstream sensors are different. After any repair, be sure to clear the codes and then perform a drive cycle to allow the ECU to relearn its fuel trims. P2188 can seem intimidating, but with a logical, step-by-step approach, it's a very solvable problem. Start with your scan tool. Analyze the fuel trims. and then move on to testing individual components like injectors, sensors, and the pressure regulator. Taking your time and being thorough will save you from just throwing parts at the problem. I hope this guide helps you tackle that P2188 code and get your engine running smoothly again. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.